So what we have here is you have a leak from the power steering high pressure hose or line, which comes all the way down here from the power steering pump, routes power steering through it through this squiggly area so that cool air can flow over it and cool the power steering fluid down. And then the power steering fluid then goes back up right there. I can get it to zoom right there, and then down to the up to the rack, I should say. So what it needs is a high pressure line from the power steering pump, but also, which is the cause of all your leak here, but also what I notice in here is that there is grease all over the place. Right there, up there, and right there, and also right here on the bottom. And the reason for that grease is that the axle here, all the grease, I'll get my finger in there and show you. All the grease there is all splitting out of the boot there. And at some point, and I would say sooner rather than later, at some point that axle is going to have to be replaced. I would say just to put a boot kit on it, except that nowadays the axle is about as expensive as a boot kit and is a lot easier. So, yeah, at some point that axle is going to have to go, and it's going to become louder and louder as it gets there because, like I said, you can see quite a bit of the grease is getting out of it. And then also, this is not anything I would probably bother with because of the age of the car, but there is leaking oil from, or actually not leaking, seeping oil from the crank pulley seal, and also from around the oil pan gasket, all down there and all down the side here. Again, no, I don't know if I'd bother with that because of the age of the vehicle and all that other mess. It's not anything that's leaking horrifically. All this oil that you see down here is actually because the oil filter is right up in that area. See? So every time someone does an oil change, they spill oil, because that's the way it's designed. They spill oil all the way down the front. Then you drive the car, the wind picks up the oil, and then drags it along the back here. So all of that's kind of normal. There's, like I said, some seepage of the oil pan gasket, but again, with the age of the vehicle and the mileage, I wouldn't bother with it. Yeah.